So right, the joint is actually right where the galvanized frame is, planned accordingly. And then over the joint, I will put one of these strips that I've removed from one of the edges. So you won't see that at all. And that way I get this against the wall that I want, and I get this against the wall that I want. Just stapled in. I'm waiting until the coast is clear, and then I'm gonna go and put it up with ties, and then when my welder guy can find some time, he'll come and screw it in. But I want to get it in place. So as soon as it's quiet around here, I'll get in the back and get to work. Okay, from what I see on the weather app, I've got about an hour, maybe an hour and a half before it starts raining again. So I'm gonna get in the back garden and I'm gonna shift some rocks and get things ready for painting. I hope this afternoon to do a big box run, Ikea, Leroy Merlin, and Kotsovolos, all out by the airport. Then I'll be ready for painting as soon as the weather clears up. Basically, I just have to shift some stuff around the garden and free up that back wall so that there isn't anything getting in my way when I go to paint. You'd never know it's gonna rain in an hour. So this is the fun part. Get to start sketching out the periphery of my plant bed. Very hard on the herniating brain, but I got the beginnings of what I can see now is happening, And I'm ready to paint. That's the good thing. The wall is completely clear. Let me show you. So all yellow will become burgundy. And after it's painted, this will be filled in with dirt, so it won't be so disgusting. I started holes for the cypress trees, but I'm finding that you can't plant anything you want anywhere you want in this backyard because the whole thing is built on solid rock. So I'm making holes where I want, approximately where I want them, and then finding I need to shift them over 30, 40, 50 centimeters according to what I run into this far underneath the dirt. I mean, it's nice. Actually, they say these houses that are built on solid stone are the safest for earthquakes. The next step, but I don't have enough energy to do it now, and it's raining, is to lower this ground here quite a bit before I continue, because the ground is steadily going uphill, and I need to correct that now while I can. Good morning. I went last night, Saturday night, to get the paint for the back garden wall so that I could paint today on Sunday, because I think the weather's going to be good. I'm not absolutely thrilled with it, but I think that it might end up being what I want. Let me show you. So it's really hard to see, but it's almost exactly the same color as what I'm wearing and what I wear very often. It's a burgundy, but I kind of wanted more a Bordeaux, which is what's down here. I was pretty horrified by the color yesterday when I opened up the can and I painted it. I guess it was the yellow light in the kitchen, but it made it look very bricky, closer to what I'm wearing here. And I don't want that at all. I want it to be very moody and exotic. And I want the dark green leaves and different colors of greens to really be highlighted from the background of this color. What do you say about all this? Huh, Ruby? Are you ready? Are you ready? So it looks a little bit wetter and colder than predicted today. So I'm gonna go out the back and shift the stones again, because I realized after I did what I did yesterday that it wasn't what I want. So I'm pivoting, and it doesn't look like I can paint anyway today because it's too damp. But if I can get the rocks the way I want them, which designates where there will be flowers and where there will be patio, I don't know if that's what you'd call it, but anyway, a walkway, then at least I'll be super happy that that's done. I woke up sore, and I am sore in my upper arms and my wrists, and I'm like, why am I so sore? Well, I shifted about 600 kilos of stones yesterday. It's going to be easier today because they're not going such far distances, and it's more about shifting than actually moving them across the garden. So I'm going to just do a little bit of before and after so that I don't bore the hell out of you with my stone shifting. Quite pleased with it as a wall. I think I'm getting better each time I do this. But yeah, this is what it looks like. And the idea is I'm gonna bring it way out here and get a lot more flower bed. I had to stop. Oh my God. Every muscle in my body is hurting right now, literally, from my fingers all the way down to my toes, just from moving rocks. Like, what the hell? These guys that do this for a living in IKEA, it's extraordinary what they put their bodies through. Unfortunately, it shows. When they're 35, they look like they're 55. So I think I've got it. I need to live with it for another day and make sure. The curves don't match on the left and the right side, and I'm not sure if I mind that asymmetry or if I need to correct it. I think I have just the right amount of rocks to finish the job. That's the weird thing. I don't think I need any extra rocks. Since I can see from the primer coat that it's going to take a lot more than the normal square meterage, I went and got a second tub of paint. And you can't really see the difference. Also, I didn't mix very well right now. I got a 3 kilo and a 1 kilo in the beginning, thinking that that would be enough. Then I realized pretty quickly with the primer that I'm going to need at least another 3 kilos. As I said, I haven't mixed them at all. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put, because they are different colors, I'm going to put all of them into this big bucket, mix them up really well, and then put them back into these 2 cans. So that's the 3 kilos. So now, stir really well. I think this was a good solution. Of course, I'll never be able to make this color again. Coffee, smoking my pipe break is over. Back to painting. I really want to finish this primer today so that I can start the color tomorrow. I hope you don't like it because it's not going to stay this color. This is just the primer. Did a major clean out of the backyard, and it looks like a garden center out here. Some of this will stay out here, and some of it will go into the garage. Some of it will get thrown out. I got far enough along with the wall color, the fauna wall cover, to be very happy with it. But now I have to go back to priming the other side. That's only had 1 coat of primer, with that new primer that I brought that's a lot easier, faster, and goes on almost clear. So I gotta do that, take a break, and then see how far I get with the Bordeaux paint. I think I'll probably get about 2/3 of the way before I have to go to the paint store again. All that's cleared up now, so I can even it out. And move along here. It has that delightful curve that I wanted when you walk in. Didn't want it just to be straight. I wanted it to be a little bit whimsical. Okay, so I finished the clear primer on this part, and now I can only do the Bordeaux over that white first primer. That I can do now, and then I have to wait a few hours, which is nice because it'll get cooler and shadier, and then I can finish the wall. Except I won't be able to finish because, well, we'll see. I'm still on my first can of paint. If this first can of paint makes it to, say, the halfway point there, then I'm good to go. Then I just have to decide whether I want to put a second coat. So much better, and I haven't even finished yet. Glad that I got the wall painted before installing the trellis, since I'm such a sloppy painter. That looks so nice and clean. For the time being, I don't want to push my luck. I've put it in place. I'm not going to put anything in front of it that I have intended to later. I'm not going to paint it, nothing. It's going to be exactly as it is so that she can get used to the idea. This bank of Margarita daisies just above my wall is pretty extraordinary. It's about shoulder height when you're in there. So I was told that 4 liters would cover this 2 times, and I ended up doing 7 liters and it covered it 1 time. Because it's that relief and there's just so much more to paint. You could see me really having to dig into it, to get into all the nooks and crannies. So obviously it's going to take up so much more paint than a smooth wall would. But I'm so pleased with the way it turned out. Όχι, μια χαρά είναι. Μ' αρέσει κιόλας το στυλ, ταιριάζει πολύ με το σπίτι.
Ναι, ναι, είναι πολύ όμορφο. Και το βράδυ πιστεύω όταν θα τα ανάβετε θα είναι τέλειο.
Ναι. The electricians were here for about 6 hours and they got a lot done. They didn't get everything done. They definitely have another day or maybe even 2. But check this out. Look how good that looks. I'm so happy with this corner now. There were supposed to be a couple spots here as well. And I think I'll just stick with 1 above the mirror. But that'll happen next time. And every time I catch a glimpse of outside, I'm so happy. Obviously, there's so much to do here as well, but I think I made a pretty good start. I haven't heard a word from next door since I established the legality of what I was doing. So that's nice. That's really nice. I think we can have smooth sailing from here on out now that everything is sort of cleanly separated. I've been tracking the sun in this backyard, or really lack thereof, to see where I'm going to put my cactus. This is the first time my house has had lights on the outside. Can't wait to see how it looks in the dark. This is the first time I've had light in this room as well. This is amazing. And let's see. That turns just that one off. So you can have just that one on and the rest off. It's subtle, but it's more than enough. just spotted this enormous ship down in Labrio. It's like 10 times the size of our ferries. I know you can't see it very well from this distance, but right there on the left in the water is one of our ferries. And then there's that monster. I'm going to go to marine traffic and see what it is. The colors really pop against this Bordeaux. And these trees will do their job of covering that building there pretty quickly. Okay, so I'm gonna go get some soil, a lot of soil actually. One other thing that needs to be done this summer, no matter what, is to seal up these beams. It's ridiculous that I've let them go as long as they have. So I need to sand them again, seal them up, and then I can put the whole drainage system on those and the water collection system. But that absolutely has to be done this summer. It's so dark outside. There haven't been any ferries on or off the islands for a couple days now. So glad I made it here in time before this current storm. When will the weather get better this year? It has been such a year, just storm after storm. Perfect. I think it's perfect. Let's go check it. Oh, it's right size. Just have to dig it out more. Okay. Perfect. And that will more than cover my hole. Perfect. I just need to dig that out better. So I'm going to go to the hardware store. Get the ties I need. Okay, back from the hardware store. I think I have everything I need. So I made a hole in this pipe by mistake with my shovel a few weeks ago, and I did a pretty lousy job on patching it up. So I started noticing these plants, these new plants that I planted were failing just all of a sudden a few days ago. And I realized that my patch job wasn't good enough, and that her washing, this pipe is for the washing machine that's on my neighbor's property to drain. I agreed to let it stay here, so the soap must have been leaching up through the trees. So I want to get this repaired as fast as possible before she does another wash. And now I'm doing it properly this time. Ideally, I'd be able to get one of these ties up and under, all the way under and around. Not one, two of these ties. Really should have dealt with this problem better the first time around, but anyway, you live, you learn. The guy at the hardware store said it was a bit excessive to put the bands on that I'm digging for, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. I don't want to have to get in here ever again. Yes. Oh, Marcie, you are a champion. Let's see. So this is going to go here. So one of these. Okay. Excellent. All So now apparently it's very important for it to be completely dry and clean on both sides. And then, you know what? I think I want to blow it out with a hose first. I think that would be smart. Looks pretty good. That's pretty good, eh? Pretty professional. What a relief. Just could not leave before doing this. And I can't get all my beautiful plants in the ground before doing this. So I think I'm in good shape. I think I can start planting now. Okay, time to plant some trees. I think my repair job is probably dry enough to cover now. I feel so good about this, knowing that that will not be a problem in the future. quite a specimen. Let's check out. Where are you? Oop, I can't see you. You're so camo. Whoa. You gonna move? No? You shocked? You're in a bit of shock? Oh, boo, dude. You gotta go. Right. Wow, that's something. I've been seeing them dead on the walk, but I've never seen a live one. Okay, great. So this little corner has begun. The idea is that those three become a bush that cover up that screen. The camellia, which doesn't mind shade. Lavender, we'll see how they do in the shade. And of course the beautiful cypress trees. Look at this gorgeous patch of poppies.